All right, late model drivers ready to go in the first of their three qualifying heat races. Again, 8 laps will be the distance. Doug Langham starting in the pole position, car number 11. Starting second will be the 19 of Drew Weiser. Starting third, the $1 of Dale Smith. Scheduled to start fourth, it's the 77 of Corey Gingrich. Starting fifth is 25 of Jed Latchall. Alongside Latchall will be the 19 of Bobby Beard, going from the 6th starting position. Starting 7th, the 115 of Troy Miller, and your 8th and final starter will be car number 50 with Jason Smith at the controls. Drivers in heat race number 2 to the staging area, please. Drivers in heat race number 2 to the staging area, please. Just a reminder, Speed Week tickets are available here at the Speedway office tonight as we get ready to go with late model qualifying event number 1. Doug Langham, Drew Weiser sharing that front row. Green flag waves, our first qualifying event of the evening. Weiser going to lead the field into turn 1. Langham right there in the number 2 spot. Langham getting some competition though. He's getting some pressure from Dale Smith. Smith on the inside. There goes the 25 of Latchall to the outside, and Latchall up across the track in turn number 4. He will make contact with the outside retaining wall, and just that quick, we are under caution. Yellow flag coming out. Drew Weiser going to show the way. Troy Miller restarting in the runner-up spot. Green flag waves. And it's Weiser leading the field into the first turn. Troy Miller right there coming off turn 2. Doug Langham having some problems with his car. He's fading back through the field. Up front, though, coming off turn 4 to complete lap number 2, it will be the 19 of Drew Weiser. Some left front damage to the 50 of Jason Smith's car. However, it doesn't appear to be affecting the performance of that machine. He's got Bobby Beard behind him in car number 19, running in the number 4 spot. That's the battle on the track right now, is the battle for the 3rd position. The 50 of Jason Smith, the 19 of Bobby Beard. Beard, one of the winningest drivers here with 9 wins to his credit over the years in 358 late model competition. Bobby still trying to take away that number 3 spot, but the 50 of Jason Smith doing an outstanding job holding on to that position. Beard works the inside line, just unable to get up alongside the 50 of Smith. Meanwhile, out front, it's still going to be the 19 of Weiser, your race leader. The damage on the 50 of Jason Smith does indeed appear to be cosmetic only, because it's certainly not affecting the performance of the car, as he now begins to put some distance between himself and Bobby Beard as the 19 of Weiser continues to show the way. Drew Weiser started on the outside of that front row, jumped out to the early race lead, and with 1 lap to go, continues to hold on to that number 1 position. Weiser coming off turn 2, headed down the back straightaway one final time. Off turn 4, looking for the checkered flag in our first qualifying event tonight. It is the number 19 of Drew Weiser. So Weiser does indeed pick up the checkered flag in heat race number 1 for the 358 light models, finishing second to 115 of Troy Miller. Third goes to the 50 of Jason Smith. Then it's the 19 of Bobby Beard. Green flag waves. Jason Smith jumps out to the early race lead. Sean Miller in hot pursuit. There's the 116 of Travis Meeks. Meeks slips back into that third spot. Out front, it is the 50 of Jason Smith with Sean Miller right there. Drew Weiser up on the wheel coming off turn 2. He'll be running the number 4 spot. And the caution is waving. So Jason Smith, your race leader, pole setter and race leader with 1 lap complete, 19 laps remain. Sean Miller restarting second, Travis Meeks third, Drew Weiser fourth, and then it'll be Troy Miller rounding out the top 5. Miller followed by Dan Zeckman, Charles Potts, and Bernie Beard. And the yellow flag has been displayed once again for the green flag waves. Jason Smith leads the field into turn 1. Sean Miller would like to lead the field into turn 3, and he will do so. Miller gets a great run at the end of the straightaway and takes over that race lead with an inside move. Dan Zeckman gets a bit wide in 1 and 2. That opens the door for Charles Potts. Bobby Beard's right there in the number 19 car. Meanwhile, out front, Sean Miller beginning to stretch it out. Side-by-side racing action. Bobby Beard, Charles Potts, Dan Zeckman, along with Troy Miller. Those 4 cars battling for position. Just ahead of them, the 19 of Drew Weiser. Weiser currently in the number 4 spot. That 4-car battle you see is for the number 5 position. Charles Potts looks like he's going to get it as he'll grab it off the inside of turn 2, taking away that number 5 position. Meanwhile, out front, Sean Miller shows the way. Miller continues to lead, continues to stretch it out as Bobby Beard, Dan Zeckman, Troy Miller continue to battle. Travis Meeks, Drew Weiser, they're hooked up in a battle as we have 1 car headed in the wrong direction in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Looks like the 00 of Harry Shipe. Green flag waves. Sean Miller on the throttle and in the lead. Drew Weiser looks to the outside. He'll try to pick up some spots, but right there's the 116 of Travis Meeks. Meeks side by side with Weiser. Weiser on the outside, Meeks on the inside. They're right behind the 50, your pole setter, Jason Smith. Here comes Charles Potts. Pottsy working his way into the top 5. He'd like to pick it up a few more spots. Right behind Charles Potts, the 19, Bobby Beard. And it's the 2 of Dan Zeckman. Meanwhile, the 19 of Weiser, the 116 of Meeks continue to battle for what would be that number 3 position. Charles Potts trying to figure out which lane to take as the 2 drivers in front of him continue to race side by side. Jason Smith showing the way. Continues to lead. Travis Meeks seems to be making the inside work well for him. Drew Weiser likewise on the outside line. Those two drivers hooked up in quite a battle. Outstanding late model racing here at Lincoln Speedway. Halfway, 10 laps down, 10 laps to go. Travis Meese may have gotten the better of that deal now as the caution lights flash back on. We've got a car sitting up in turn number 4. Looks like the 6 of Terry Gingrich. Sean Miller showing the way. Jason Smith is second. Travis Meese third. Drew Weiser fourth. Charles Potts fifth. Bobby Beard sixth. Dan Zeckman seventh. Looks like a 3-car battle for the number 4 spot. Drew Weiser has it. Charles Potts is there. Bobby Beard's there right behind him. Dan Zeckman in car number 2. Beard on the outside of Potts. Potts looks to the inside of Weiser. Neither driver able to advance. Dan Zeckman right there. Now it is definitely a 4-car battle as a battle for the 3rd position. Correction, the 4th position, Travis Meese is 3rd. Now Drew Weiser closing in somewhat on the rear deck good of Travis Meese. Tight competition as the 115 of Troy Miller, the E85 of Chad Ernst. They battle. Ernst on the inside, Miller on the outside as they head through turns 3 and 4. Up front, it's all Sean Miller. Miller in a very comfortable position. Nobody within striking distance. Matter of fact, he continues to stretch it out with some 5 laps to go. Sean Miller just on a rail here tonight. And we do have a car in, wow, close call for the race leader. Chase Billett jumping into 77 up, moves his way into the top 10. Green flag waves. 4 laps remain. And just that quick, Sean Miller puts some distance between himself and the rest of the field. Drew Weiser on the outside of Travis Meese. Weiser now up into the 3rd position. May not be finished there. Weiser looking for more. He's got the 50 of Jason Smith right in front of him. They're trying to chase down or even just stay with the race leader. But I will tell you, the 20 of Sean Miller really has his car dialed in here to this racetrack tonight. He'll come off turn 2 with the lead, and the lead just continues to grow. Miller showing the way. White flag, final lap for Sean Miller. Quite a battle back in the pack for the number 5 spot. Dan Zeckman, Bobby Beard battle it out. That looks like that's going to go down to the wire. Nothing going to slow down the 20 of Sean Miller as he picks up the win.